Hi everyone, welcome to this session. We will be talking about a topic which is very basic, very common, everyone knows about it, but still at the same time we are quite careless about this entire thing as urbanites. Being a landscape architect, it is quite close to my heart, and I believe that trees is very important for the city. And I would actually start this session with a very basic knowledge. Let us understand, as human beings, we can live without food for, let's say, 20 days, 21 days. We can live without water for a week, maybe 8 days. But if I ask you, can you live without breathing for same amount of time? No, my dear friends, we cannot live without taking a breath for not more than 2 minutes.
True.
And the only source of this oxygen that we are taking in with every breath inside our body on this planet Earth is only the trees and the plants. They are the only solution, only source of oxygen on this earth, which we've been just completely neglecting. So from here, I will take you on to the our further discussion presentation, where we are going to talk in brief and understand why the greens are important for cities.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen from here.
Yeah.
See, why this topic becomes even more important is that we all know what Calcutta has gone through after Amphan. Most of the streets have actually become unrecognizable. We knew the avenues with those lush canopies above. We used to actually understand some particular junctions because of the location of some huge banyan trees or peepal trees which have been there for 50 years or 100 years and more. But unfortunately, with this huge impact of Amphan, we have lost a good number of trees in the city. But okay, we have lost it. Now we are asking this question that why do cities need the trees? You see this image on the left side? This looks like a desert actually, but when you look at it on a close observation, this is actually a sketch which shows what life in a city is like when it is all surrounded by skyscrapers. So that's what the thing will look from when you view it from top.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it is said that our struggle for a sustainable future will be actually won or lost in our cities only. Just because of the main reason that within the next 30 years, 75% of the world's population will be actually living in the cities. And 30 years is a very short window. And cities are the environmental challenge, right? And they only offer a resource intensive lifestyle. They are just guzzlers of all the resources and the natural elements. Some of the planners, very many times they say that urbanization means very efficient, because they believe that all the services, all the needs are concentrated at one point and it is very easy to provide it. So okay, but at the other hand, if you look at it, 5 times of the world's GDP will be invested in urban infrastructure in near future. And when you have more and more people coming into the cities, that means you need more houses, you need more schools, more institutions, more offices, more vehicles, more car park, etc. And we need more food. So city actually consumes a very large portion of the food that the earth produces. So let us understand biologically how many trees we need per person. Okay. So we breathe 0.4 liter of O2 per minute. That's a very basic scientific phenomena. And a good mature tree provides 0.6 liter of O2 per minute. Okay. Means 2.5 trees are needed per person for your survival intake of that oxygen. So now Calcutta has got a beautiful density. We are blessed with 24,000 people per square kilometer. The required tree density is that square kilometer calculation divided by 2400 into 2.5. Simple mathematics. Leads us to one tree at every 16.6 square meter. What does this mean? That you need one tree at every 4 meter by 4 meter grid to feed to the oxygen requirement of a density of a city like Calcutta. But mind you, this is the only requirement for the oxygen that the human beings living on the city are breathing in. What about the huge number of cars that move on the streets? For the 14 lakh cars, you need 8 trees to offset daily 25 kilometer trip of each vehicle. So if you add those trees requirement to the earlier calculation, we actually do not have space in the cities for the buildings. That's basic calculation. So then how do you go about doing it? We have to understand. So that means that each and every tree that we have in the city is actually a very important reserve and we have to take care of it. But at the same time, we have natural calamities like Amphan coming in, which have actually devastated the complete roadside greenery scenario of the city. We're just talking about the city over here. We also know that huge amount of impact that it had on Sundarbans and various other B and C level cities around the region. But if we just focus at the cities, we looked at Amphan. So there were some observations and there were some learnings from that. And we have some very easy implementation solutions to lead us from there.